truth, peace,
freedom, and justice. Allah is my protector.
Allah is my protector.
My God.
And
my salvation. By night. And by day. Through his holy prophet. Drew Ali. Amen.
Amen.
Take that. The hood off.
Maybe I haven't seen you. I rise in praise to Allah, the great God of the universe. Father, who was so merciful, He gave us 5 divine principles that will help bring about our salvation if we adhere to it. I give honors to our holy prophet, known as Ali, who was love made manifest, who was the last prophet in these days before the fire, which is sure to come and purify the earth. I give honors to the forerunner of our beloved prophet, Brother Marcus Mozart Gardner. We pave the way for our holy prophet in these last days. I give honors to the past leaders of the Moore Science Temple of America, starting with C. Kirkman Bay, Brother F. Nelson Bay, and Brother J. Blakey. I give honors to our former Grand Sheik and moderator of the Moore Science Temple of America, Brother Arthur Hill, and to our present Grand Sheik and moderator, Brother R. Jones Bay. I give honors to the American flag, to the flag, it's the flag of our birth, and the flag of our descent, the Moorish flag with the red flag with the 5-point green star in the center. These two flags combined makes up our nationality. I give honors to all the literature brought by our holy prophet Noble Jawali for the uplifting of the fallen humanity, and to the remedies brought by our holy prophet for the healing of the nation. I extend honors inwardly to the state of Missouri, to our Grand Governor of the state of Missouri, Brother T. Irons Hill, and his assistant, Brother R. Madison Hill Jr. I give honors to our Grand Sheik, Brother L. Thompson Bay Sr., and to the official staff and membership of Supporting Temple number 75. I give honors to the Grand Sheik of Temple 5, located in St. Louis as well, Brother T. Austin Hill, and official staff and membership of Supporting Temple 5. As I continue giving honors, I give honors to the law. As I read Salvation, Our God, Unity, the Moorish Science Temple of America, the Divine Constitution and Bylaws. Act 1, the Grand Sheik and the Chairman of the Moorish Science Temple of America is empowered to make law and enforce laws with the assistance of the Prophet and the Grand Body of the Moorish Science Temple of America. The Assistant Grand Sheik is the Assistant Grand Sheik in all affairs. He lives according to love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And it is known before the members of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Act 2. All meetings are to be open and closed promptly according to the Circle 7, and love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Friday is our holy day of rest, because on a Friday the first man was formed in flesh, and on a Friday the first man departed out of flesh, and ascended unto his Father God Allah. For that cause, Friday is the holy day for all Muslims all over the world. Act 3. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice must be proclaimed and practiced by all members of the Moorish Science Temple of America. No member is to put in danger or accuse falsely his brother or sister on any occasion at all. They may harm his brother or sister, because Allah is love. Act 4. All members must preserve these holy and divine laws, and all members must obey the laws of the government, because by being a Moorish American, you are a part and partial of the government, and must live the life accordingly. Act 5. This organization of the Moorish Science Temple of America is not to cause any confusion, or to overthrow the laws and constitution of the said government, but to obey hereby. Act 6. With us, all members must proclaim their nationality, and we are teaching our people their nationality and their divine creed, that they may know that they are a part and a partial of the said government, and know that they are not Negroes, colored folks, black people, or Ethiopians, because these names were given to slaves by slaveholders in 1779, and lasted until 1865, during the time of slavery. But this is a new era of time now, and all men now must proclaim their free national name to be recognized by the government in which they live and the nations of the earth. This is the reason why Allah, the great God of the universe, ordained Noble Jawali, the prophet, to redeem his people from their sinful ways. The Moorish Americans are the descendants of the ancient Moabites, whom inhabited the northwestern and southwestern shores of Africa. Act 7. All members must promptly attend their meetings and become a part and a partial of all uplifting acts of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Members must pay their dues and keep in line with all necessities of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Then you're entitled to the name of faith. Husband, you must support your wife and children. Wife, you must obey your husband and take care of your children and look after the duties of your household. Sons and daughters must obey father and mother and be industrious and become a part of the uplifting of fallen humanity. All Moorish Americans must keep their hearts and minds pure with love and their bodies clean with water. This divine covenant from your holy prophet, Noble Drew Ali, through the guidance of his father, God Allah. Noble Drew Ali, founder, Moorish American prayer, Allah, the Father of the universe, the Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is my protector, my guide, and my salvation by night and by day. Through his holy prophet, Drew Ali, amen. Moorish Science Temple of America, Incorporated Home Office, 2905 5th Street, Southeast, Washington, D.C., 20032. You better help the word on post. I now take a reading from the questionnaire and additional laws for the Moorish Americans by the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, page 7 and 8. Act 1. Grand chiefs and governors and heads of all temples, all businesses. Each said temple must be approved by the Prophet Noble Drew Ali before acting upon by any members, let it be financed property or any line of life that would cause the members to sacrifice, finance, etc., that would cause the support of any group of members. Any former officer that violates these laws is subject to be removed from his office under heavy restriction, etc., by the Prophet of the Grand Chief. Act 2. All members are to attend their at-that meetings and their public meetings promptly. If a member is found standing around on the meeting period, shall be fined 50 cents on the first case, and on the second he will be fined $1, which will go into the emergency fund. If a member is working, his monthly dues must be paid, and if he has money in the bank, he must subscribe for as much as he is able to the Moorish Uplifting Fund, because it takes finance to uplift the nation. Act 3. It is lawful and divine duty of every good member, if he is able in finance, to aid me in saving the nation. And if he does not, he is an enemy to the cause of uplifting his own people, and justice must catch him. Let it be he or she according to love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. As I have the power invested in my hands, and I will have to enforce the law in order to save the nation. Act 4. All members, while making a public speech, must not use any assertion against the American flag, or speak radical against the church or any member of any organized group, because we are to teach love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Act 5. All members must promptly attend their meetings and send their children to Sunday school, and the teacher must confirm himself to the questionnaire, and let every member exercise his 5 senses who is able to do so, because out from your Sunday school comes the guidance of the nation. Act 6. With us, all members must proclaim their nationality, and we are teaching our people their nationality and their divine creed, that they may know that they are a part and partial of this said government, and know that they are not Negroes, colored folks, black people, or Ethiopians, because these names were given to slaves by slaveholders in 1779 and lasting until 1865, during the time of slavery. But this is a new era of time now, and all men now must proclaim their free national name to be recognized by the government in which they live and the nations of the earth. This is the reason why Allah, the great God of the universe, ordained Noble Drew Ali, the prophet, to redeem his people from their sinful ways. The Moorish Americans are the descendants of the ancient Moabites, who inhabited the northwestern and southwestern shores of Africa. Act 7. All members must promptly attend their meetings and become a part and a partial of all uplifting acts of the Moorish Science Temple. Members must pay their dues and keep in line with all necessities of the Moorish Science Temple. Then you are entitled to the name of faith. Husband, you must support your wife and children. Wife, you must obey your husband and take care of your children and look after the duties of your household. Sons and daughters must obey father and mother and be industrious and become part of the uplifting of fallen humanity. All Moorish Americans must keep their hearts and minds pure with love and their bodies clean with water. This divine covenant from your holy prophet, Noah's Rock, through the guidance of his father, God Allah. Islam, Maltese, you may proceed. Thank you for serving. And now I'll take a reading from the Holy Quran, the Moorish Science Temple of America, Circle 7, divinely prepared by the noble prophet, Allah. By the guiding of his father, God Allah, the great God of the universe, to redeem man from his sinful and fallen stage of humanity back to the highest plane of life with his father, God Allah. I'd like to take that reading from chapter 39, Holy Instructions from the Prophet, the Pinnacle of Wisdom. And that reading will come from page 48, verses 11, 12, and 13. I'm going to go down to 15. A good death is better than an evil life. This is instruction number 11, page 48. A good death is better than an evil life. Strive therefore to live as long as thou oughtest, not so long as thou canst, while thy life is to others more than thy death. It is thy duty to preserve. Complain not with the fool of the shortness of thy time. Remember with thy days thy cares are short. Take from thy period of thy life the useless part of it, and what remaineth. Take off the time of thy infancy, thy second infancy of age, thy sleep, thy thoughtless hours, the days of sickness, and even at the fullness of years. How few seasons hast thou truly numbered? He who gave thee life as a blessing, shortened it to make it more so. Thank you, Allah, for the reading of your sacred word. And I pray that these words touch our hearts as we listen to the speakers that will come before us today and share what Allah has blessed them with. Allah teaches us to know thyself. The more we know ourselves, we will know our Father, God Allah. So we want to know ourselves first, and we will begin to unfold into what Allah wants us to know. We can never leave Allah out of the equation, because Allah is all. We must know who our great Father is. And in order for us to know who He is, we must be ourselves who we must know. We must know who we are. We must know that we are Muslims, that we are subject to His law, and we are submitted to His will.
That's right.
I'd like to call out our first speaker for the day, and I ask you to give him your undivided attention. He's a member of our temple, and a long-standing member of the Moorish Science Temple of America, Brother D. Barnett.
Rise and shine and give Allah glory. Rise and shine and give Allah glory. Rise and shine and give Allah the glory. We are the soldiers of New Ali. Every round goes higher and higher. Every round goes higher and higher. Every round goes higher and higher. We are the soldiers of New Ali.
Islam, Moorish America.
Islam.
It gives me great pleasure to stand before the multitude, the members of this temple, supporting Temple 75. And give praise to Allah, the great God of the universe, the one who is supreme, most wise and beneficent, and to Him alone belongs worship, adoration, thanksgiving, and praise, who have stretched forth the heavens with His hand, who have described with His finger the course of the stars, who set it bound to the ocean and cannot pass, and and said into the stormy wind, be still. Oh, praise Allah. With songs of thanksgiving and meditate in silence on the wonders of his love. Let thy heart overflow with gratitude and acknowledgement. Let the language of thy lips speak praise and adoration. Let the actions of thy life show thy love to his laws. I give hail and high honors to our prophet and brother man, the holy prophet Noble Drew Ali, who founded this Moorish Science Temple of America in 1913 AD for the sole purpose of uplifting fallen humanity. And that is our purpose.
That's right.
If that's not your purpose, then you're in the wrong place. And if humanity starts with yourself, you have to uplift yourself first.
Praise Allah.
You understand? The prophet Noble Drew Ali said, I bought you everything and take to save a nation, now take it and save yourself. He said, perhaps if I can start you thinking you can save yourself. A lot of us don't think, that's why we ain't getting nowhere. You understand? Because if we can think, we can save ourselves. That's what the prophet said. I didn't say it. The prophet Noble Drew Ali said that.
Okay.
So we got to start thinking. We got to educate our children. You understand? Because the world moves forward one child at a time. Remember that. That is our future.
Praise Allah.
And we have to teach them. That's our duty to teach those children.
Okay.
Because if they're going to be our future, they got to know. And the only way they're going to know is we teach them.
Praise Allah.
And it starts with the mother at home.
Okay.
I give honors to the Holy Prophet Noble Drew Ali for teaching me to be myself, a Moorish American, and learning to be my higher self. Because that's a job. If it was easy, we all would be in our higher self today. We wouldn't need the Moorish Science Temple of America, but we need our prophet.
That's right.
We need the Moorish Science Temple of America because it's a school of thought where Moors are being taught the truth about themselves.
That's right.
It's about us.
Teach the gospel.
How you gonna take this to the four corners of the world, to all nations, if you don't have it? You got to have this first and foremost.
Yeah.
I give honors to Marcus Garvey, who came sounding like thunder and flashing like lightning, and said, up, you mighty race, you can accomplish what you will. One God, one aim, one destiny.
That's right.
He said, we have a beautiful history, but we shall create another in the future that will astonish the world.
That's right. Teach them, Marcus.
And we got to do these things. These were great leaders, great men.
Yes, sir.
Had divine instructions from Allah, the great God of the universe. They didn't come on their own, they were sent by Allah. Allah put the words in their mouth to bring to us. And we have that today. Prophet Noble Drew Ali brought back the teachings of Jesus to us. Jesus was a perfect pattern for man. He did some things that no other prophet has done.
That's right.
And we honor that brother for what he done, what he brought. I give honors to the gospel that Jesus brought. I give honors to Muhammad for the Quran. I give honors to Prophet Noble Drew Ali for the Holy Quran of the Moorish Science Temple of America, Circle 7, divinely prepared by the noble Prophet Drew Ali, by the guidance of his Father God, Allah, the great God of the universe, to redeem man from his sinful and fallen stage of humanity back to the highest plane of life of his Father God, Allah. That's what we all are striving for, to get back one with Allah. It's not easy, Moors. It ain't easy.
That's right.
Some of us come from some bad background. Some of us had to go to prison in order to come into this religion. But that's the only place that Allah can teach you right there. Where you couldn't run, where nobody go. You had to be still.
Raise it up, Bo. Raise
You
it up.
had to be still to get this. Everybody didn't get this. Some people still out there struggling. But it's our duty to propagate this faith and extend this learning and truth of Allah here in America. St. Louis is one of the worst places in the United States. It's known for murder, violence. This is a violent state.
Right.
All of us come up out of this. All of us came up out of the slimes of the world, the streets.
That's right.
So we know that it took someone like Prophet Noble Drew Ali to raise us up.
That's right.
That's why we're here today, because we felt that our conditions can be better.
That's right.
And this is where it's going to get better at in the Moorish Science Temple of America. Divine ministers, sheikhs, governors, sheikhs, members.
Right.
Allah don't care nothing about no position, no ranks, no titles. Because all of us are equal in the eyes of Allah. Believe that.
Yeah.
It ain't no little me and big you. We all equal in the eyes of Allah. And we're going to be judged in the eyes of Allah. I give honors to the past supreme advisors and moderators of the Moore Science Temple of America, beginning with the Colonel C. Kirkland Bey, the brother F. Nelson Bey, and the brother J. Blakely Bey. And I give honors to the former Grand Sheik and moderator of the Moore Science Temple of America, the brother Allah Bill, who I had a chance to meet and walk with and talk with and learn from. I give honors to the present Grand Sheik and moderator, brother R. Jones Bey. I give honors for that brother because he wouldn't be in that position if Allah didn't want him to be there. And why would people elect a brothers if they don't agree with the brother? We're supposed to agree because we all have the same purpose. That's right. I heard a brother say, y'all Grand Sheik. And I feel good about it because he is my Grand Sheik, the brother F. Thompson Bey, and I give honors to that brother.
That's right.
The brother is a good minister, a good teacher,
That's right.
a good instructor, and a good Grand Sheik, and a strong Grand Sheik. I know who he is. I know. I give honors to the brother J. Cushan Bey for his understanding in the Moore Science Temple of American aid and assisting in opening, bringing brothers back into this fold. The brother reached out there and said, "Boy, Bey, come on. Come on home." And I'm here. Not just because he said come, because I know this is my place. Everybody got a place, and get in your place. I'm in mine. You know, we have to be ever mindful, brothers. Everyone has an opinion about you or for you, but it's on you to have the understanding to know which ones matter and which ones don't. Because all opinions don't matter. Don't matter what somebody say. Do what you're supposed to do. People come in your life, you understand, to test you, to teach you, to use you, to bring out the very best in you, some of them. Brothers say, look for the best in others and give others the best that's in you. That's right. That's what we want to do. We want to stay in love with each other. Prophets say love is the only savior of the world, and why are we bickering so much? Why? If love is the only savior of the world, I want some of it, a whole lot of it, because I need it. If you got a dirty heart, you need love, and that'll purify that heart.
That's right.
Prophets say keep your hearts and minds pure with love, and your bodies clean with water.
That's right.
Some of us walking around here smelling foul.
That's right.
And I don't mean just an odor.
That's right.
I'm talking about your character.
That's right. Teach them.
You know, we need this Moore Science Temple of America. We need each other. Stop running each other away with your mouth.
That's right.
We got 2 ears and 1 mouth. We should listen more than we speak. Some of us talk too much and don't listen. Some of us jealous because we can't teach like the brother Thompson Bey, like the brother Goodwin Bey, like the brother Taylor Bey.
That's right.
Study, and then you will know.
That's right.
Be what you know.
Come on with it.
That's what you got to do in here.
That's right.
I'm going to get behind the Grand Sheik. I'm going to roll up my sleeve, and I'm going to put my boots on. I'm going to work. Whenever the brother say, I need you, brother Barnett B, I'm going to be there. Because it's my place.
That's right.
To get behind the Grand Sheik, to love him as a father. Love him like the prophet was loved, and stop talking about him.
That's right.
Because it ain't going to change nothing. Because if you know Thompson Bey like I know, he going to be Thompson Bey. I'm saying, it's just like fighting a battle that you know you can't win. You know that brother Stern, him and the brother Cushan Bey, and the chairman.
That's right.
I give honors to the chairman for opening this meeting according to the circle 7, love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice.
That's right, Mo. Yes, sir.
You know, we have some good instructors in this temple.
That's right.
Moors need to attend their meetings according to the law. The law say you must be here. I'd like to take a reading from the Holy Quran of the Moore Science Temple of America, Circle 70, bound and prepared by the noble prophet Juali, by the guidance of his father God, Allah, the great God of the universe, to redeem man from his sinful and fallen state of humanity back to the highest plane of life of his father God, Allah. That's what we need to be striving for, to get back one. To get back. It ain't gonna be easy, Morris.
That's right.
Don't think that you're gonna come in here today and you're gonna be saved.
That's right.
But this is paradise. But you need to study. And who you need to study? Yourself. Not me.
That's right.
Not the grand chief, not the assistant grand chief, not the chairman and that staff, but yourself.
That's right.
Yourself.
Praise God.
You ain't in here for them. You're in here for yourself.
That's right.
Because of the life that you have lived, and you know you need some help. Here it is. Right here.
Yeah.
You see what it say on every page when you open the book up, the divine instruction, because we have to do divine work on ourselves. Our prophet wasn't just no any man, he was a holy and divine prophet.
That's right, Lord.
Praise God.
And he brought us these teachings for ourselves.
Praise God.
Jesus had these same teachings. Jesus was a perfect pattern for man in those days, and the prophet is a perfect pattern for us in these days.
These
That's
days.
right.
That's right,
Praise
Lord.
God.
I'd like to take a reading from page 23,
Praise God.
chapter 15, divine ministry of Jesus. Jesus goes to the wilderness for self-examination, where he remains 40 days. Is subject to 3 temptations. He overcomes, returned to the camps of John, and began teaching. That brother didn't just come out the door teaching.
Right.
He had to be taught, just like we have to. Jesus said, what I have done, all men shall do. What I am, all men shall be. God-like. We can't even be what Allah created us to be, the Lord. We had a title when we come in the world.
That's right.
And don't even know how to use it.
Praise God.
We are rulers. We are gods. But we are not the God. So don't get puffed up.
Ooh, down conceit.
I'm going to chapter 2. Verse 2. And he went forth into the wilderness to be alone with Allah, that he might look into his inner heart and note his strength and wordiness. You understand? Why cast your pearls before swine when the swine ain't nothing? You are valuable.
Praise God.
So why would you cast your pearls before the swine?
That's right.
That's what we do.
That's right.
We go up the ladder and we come back down the ladder
Praise
with foolishness. This chairman opened the meeting up with a particular chapter speaking about that. It is better to steal in the eyes of Allah than to betray. Remember that.
That's right.
So if you around here slandering your grand sheep and his official staff, and your bread is being eaten by another. That brother gonna do what he got to do. I know he is. Ain't that right, Goodman Bay?
That's right.
He gonna be Thompson Bay, the grand sheep, and I respect that brother. Yeah, laugh.
Praise Allah.
And with himself he talked. He said, my Lord said, strong by many ties, I am bound down to carnal life.
That's right.
Carnal. We seem to know more about the carnal life than we know about the higher self.
Ooh.
Praise God.
We don't use them harmonies of life, the virtues.
Yeah.
We don't use that. We don't use them attributes like we should.
That's right.
But the brother Goodman back teaching a good class on Wednesday.
Yes, sir.
Praise
And a
God.
lot of y'all in here walking around like you got it, but you ain't got it.
You got it.
You ain't got been in this book here for a long time. A long time, and I don't have it.
Oh, you got it.
But if I keep striving, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it right before I leave this earth.
Coat. Yeah, coat.
Believe that. I've been through some things in my life. I know my lower self is strong. Probably say, he who knows his lower self knows the losing of the world. So don't tell me you don't know the losing. Because you know that lower self. You might not know that higher self completely, but you know that lower self.
That's right.
And you know what it do. You know, look at yourself.
Right.
But I'm going to look at myself like this. Look what Allah
Baby.
created his body. Beautiful.
Praise God.
Allah created me in his own image and likeness.
That's right. Praise God.
Have I the strength to overcome and give my life a willing sacrifice for me? You got to get, that's what you got to do. Give your life a willing sacrifice.
Okay.
You got to learn how to obey.
Praise God.
obey and be good Moors.
Praise Allah.
And you will see the blessing. Stay in this Moor Science Temple of America, I'm telling you, because I've been in and out. And I know this is where I need to be all the time.
Praise Allah.
Allah is a good God, and the Prophet Noble Jurati is a good prophet. If he wasn't, Allah wouldn't have sent him to us. Peace.
Peace. Teach it, Ma.
Very good, Ma.
Praise Allah.
Very good.
Talk
Let's
that
give honor
gospel.
to our brother today.
Mm-hmm.
Spoke the words of truth. And he is right. We need to practice that principle more.
Yes, sir. Praise Allah.
One of the things that we probably don't focus on a lot, that we often, as a people, we are quick to find the things that are just unifying amongst us. But how many things can we find that we agree upon that brings about harmony?
That's right.
I know in me knowing Brother J. Kushan Bey and I Grand Sheik, we didn't always agree on everything. But I know one thing that we agree on, we have love for this movement.
Praise
And,
Allah.
we care about this more scientific America where we're gonna put our work in, and that's why I can work with anybody.
That's right.
You know, and regardless of our differences or what we like or we don't like.
That's right.
If I know you got love for Allah and the more scientific America, I can work with you.
That's right.
If you ain't willing to live a life of love,
Mm.
then we're gonna have a problem. I give honors to everyone who has come out here today, and I'm gonna call on my next speaker, and I ask you to give him your undivided attention, Brother T. Teller Bay.
Praise Allah.
There's a handwriting on the wall.
Come and read it and see what it says. There's a handwriting on the wall.
Holly wrote it, there's a
Handwriting on the wall.
Good job.
Come and
Read it, see what it says. There's a handwriting on the wall.
issue charters.
It's the handwriting on the wall. Yeah. Come and read it, see what it says. There's a handwriting on the wall.
Move back.
Islam, Lord.
Islam.
I'd like to give praise to Allah. Thank Allah for all the things He have done, for His mercy, His compassion, and truly all of His love. I thank Allah
Islam.
for sending Prophet Noble Drawlee, the founder of this great Moor Scientific of America.
Islam.
Prophet Noble Drawlee say, my sheep know the sound of my voice. A stranger will not follow. We are the sheep of the prophet here.
Praise Allah.
We know his voice, we heard. Bible said, when you fail to hear my voice, you lost. Yeah, we coming to this great Moor Science of America with our eyes wide open. We're trying to see some things. Some things that Allah would allow us to see that will raise us up, strengthen us, that we can go over them obstacles and them stumbling blocks and get through the hard tests and times that man must face.
That's right.
You gotta face them, y'all.
That's right.
You got to.
You heard me?
They ain't gonna do nothing but make us stronger.
Tell the truth.
You know? Without a foe, a soldier never knows his strength. Allah gonna put some foes before us.
That's right.
There's a test to see if you'll crack up. We ain't gonna crack up. We gonna make sure we gonna stand firm.
That's right.
That's right, Mo.
Great religion here.
Praise
Teach man how to love.
Yes, sir.
You know? Teach you how to be compassionate.
That's right.
Have some feelings for each other.
That's right.
You know? When you greet your brothers and sisters, it's in Islam. You know? Peace be unto you.
That's right.
That's all it means. Religion of peace.
That's right.
That's what we're trying to practice to be better individuals, man. Allah is so good.
Yes,
He
He is.
really is, man. We need to thank Him all the days of our lives.
That's right.
Man, thank Allah, y'all. Praise Allah. I thank Allah for this holy day.
That's right.
Right, holy day. We can come in God's congregation and worship Allah together,
That's right.
you know, and see Him in a light that is phenomenal.
Praise
You know, He
Allah.
bring us joy.
That's
See,
right, Mo.
let Allah bring us joy.
That's right.
You know, we got our children, our grandchildren, and our sisters and brothers, our friends, and family here. That's a beautiful thing.
Mhm.
You know, we ain't gonna worry about it. The temple ain't filled up.
That's right.
That's all right. The Bible said when he opened his floodgates, what's gonna take Sean Bay 16 secretaries? Ooh-wee. That's gonna be jotting down a whole lot of names.
That's right. You heard me, Bo.
Yeah. We just gonna be here just to open up in love to them.
That's right.
Let them receive a kind reception.
Mhm.
You know, like they did Jesus.
That's right.
You know, a kind reception. When people come into your home, treat them right.
That's right.
Treat them nice.
That's right.
Show that they are welcome here.
That's right.
You know, this is their house as well.
Right.
Because Allah, like the brother said, he look at us all equal.
That's right.
We ain't no different.
That's right, Jeff.
No more, we ain't no different. You know, some people try to, you know, differentiate themselves because of money and wealth and all this here. I don't care nothing about that stuff. You can be rich as I don't know what, but character lords a dog.
That's right.
Treat people so rude and obnoxious, you just, you know, money get people like that. You know,
That's right.
they really do. And we done had money before, we know how we act. That's why prophet, that's why Allah probably ain't gave us no money like that. No, we are cut up when we move. Man, I thank Allah though. Prophet No Drew Ali is a rising star of wisdom. You know, deified.
That's right.
You know, he came here living a God-like life.
Right.
You know, he brings to us a knowledge of the secret things of Allah. And through them secret things, man should learn wisdom and apply it to the instructions they give to yourself.
That's right, Mo.
Make yourself a better person.
That's right.
You know, if I'm all in Barnett Bay, gourd and weeds, how can I get myself straightened out? I'm worried about it, what he doing all the time.
That's right.
Sometimes we go through a lot of relationships and all kind of hardship because we do it to ourselves.
That's right, Mo. That's right.
Sometimes we just need to fall back.
That's right.
You know, ask Allah for some good wisdom. Hear that still small voice.
Yes, we do.
You know, pray to Allah that He give you some understanding to seek things out.
That's right.
You know, we need His guidance.
Right.
We need His guidance and let the hope be forever a beacon light. A beacon is something that'll guide you into navigation.
Right.
You know, it's gonna grab you right into where you need to be at. Safely though.
That's right, Mo.
Safe zone. We give honors to everything that our chairman give honors to, the brother N. Williams Bay,
That's right.
with the exception of giving a special honors to all the Moors who came out tonight. You know, give a great honor to our Grand Sheikh, the brother L. Thompson Bay Sr., and to the official staff here that supports him. You know, we're trying to do some very good things in the temple. We can see the spirit is high. We need to keep it like that.
That's right.
Keep on loving each other. That's all.
Right.
Keep on teaching this gospel the way it needs to be taught.
Okay.
Do not confound the truth. You know, don't do it.
That's
You know,
right.
you create a terrible doom for yourself.
That's right,
You
Mo.
know, do not confound the truth. I like to go into the Holy Quran of the Moor Scientific America. This Quran is divinely prepared. So I know what Prophet Dual is for the guidance of us. You know, get us back on track.
That's right.
You know, to the highest plane of spirit, like with our Father God, Allah. I like to go into the Holy Divine Instructions, chapter 8. Jesus revealed to the people of their sinful ways. We know we all got some real sinful ways, right? And we ask Allah to forgive us for our sinful ways. You know, I always ask Allah to forgive you. You know, because He's a merciful God, and He's the all-forgiving, meaning that He often forgives. He will always forgive you if you come in sincerity to Him.
That's right.
You know, and render yourself. You know, bow down in humble and submissive obedience to Allah, and let Him forgive you.
That's right,
You
Mo.
ask Him for that. He's your Father. It says, verse 1, in all the cities of Arista, Jesus taught at Katat. By the riverside he taught, and thousands of people followed him. You imagine thousands of people following one man.
That's right.
Thousands of people. At this time, Jesus was in India, right? And one day a car of Jagannath was hauled along by scores of frenzied men. And Jesus said, behold, a form without a spirit passes by. A body with no soul, a temple with no altar fires. This car of Krishna is an empty thing, for Krishna is not there. This car is but an idol of a people drunk on wine of corner things.
That's right.
Allah lives not in the noise of tongues. There is no way to Him from any idol shrine. How do we think we can get through Allah through something that is carnal. See, Allah is divine. He's all.
That's right.
You know, Allah is a entity that we probably can't even comprehend much of.
That's right.
But we sometimes we fall short because we try to get through him through things that don't mean no work.
That's right.
It said Allah's meeting place with man is in the heart. And in a still small voice he speaks, and he who hears is still. Sometimes you gotta be still to hear Allah.
That's right.
The brother that said when we was in them prisons, we was being still, we was hearing Allah. He had set us down because we was doing some things we need to be set down.
That's right.
He spurred us for real.
That's right.
It said, out of the worst, the wise will find means of good.
That's right, man.
You know, the prison can be the worst place, but if you can find means of good in it, take it up out of it, absorb it.
That's right, Tim.
It says, and Jesus said, the Holy Breath cannot be seen with mortal eyes, nor can men see the Spirit of the Holy One. But in their image, man was made. And he who looks into the face of man, look at the image of Allah who speaks within.
That's right.
So how can you look at your brother and say you hate him and say you love Allah?
Shame on
It
you.
don't work like that.
That's
When the
right.
image of Allah, when you look into your brother, that's what you should see.
That's right.
That's what you should see.
That's
You
right.
should see the divine spirit.
That's right.
You see, and then you know that, oh, Allah made him. Or Allah made her. So you wouldn't even try to harm in no
That's right.
type of way.
That's right, Mo.
No thought, no word, no deed. You know, and sometimes we got to learn these things.
That's
See,
right.
he is teaching us how to learn this. That's why he said we need to learn to love instead of hate, because we have lost the learning technique of it.
That's right.
So now he come to sharpen us back up.
Mhm.
Come on, y'all, learn,
That's right.
learn. And that's why he teaches prophets. When man had deviated from the true path,
That's right.
Allah sent prophets, angels, and men to get man back on track.
That's right.
And that's what he did. He sent Prophet Noble Ali to get us back on track in this day and age. Excuse me, well, I've been hollering all day at work.
Yes, sir.
It's
Yeah, we
wild.
was doing a lot of things.
Yes,
Man.
sir.
We had some fun. And even in the rain, praise Allah. I'm thankful for my job. So I can provide for my family. Praise Allah. It says, and when man honors man, he honors Allah. And what man does for man, he does for Allah. That's a beautiful thing. Honoring a person is like the most highest thing that you can do for mankind.
That's right.
And honoring them, you know. And when you honor man, you honor Allah. Because Allah made mankind. It said, and you must bear in mind that when you harms, when man harms in thought or word or deed another man, he does it wrong to Allah.
Right.
You see, you can harm man in thought. See, that's something right there. Ooh-wee. See, Allah, we record things here. You know, your soul is taking account of everything that you're doing. So now you thinking about these evil intentions and these thoughts that you might have about different individuals. Know that you're going to be held accountable for that.
That's right.
See, that'll let us know that we can't be doing that type of thing.
That's right.
If you fear Allah, don't do it. You know, it says make a speedy reparation to the utmost of thy power.
right.
You know, try to stop immediately. Ask Allah for forgiveness.
That's right.
For real.
Mhm.
It says, if you would serve Allah who speaks within the heart, just serve your nerve king, okay? And those who are no kin, the stranger at your gates, and the foe who seeks to do you harm. That's some power right there.
That's
We're
right.
talking about somebody being strong.
Right.
You know, you're not being weak-wielded and hate descending to evil and to meanness. Just because somebody do you wrong, that don't mean that you got to do them
That's
wrong
right.
back.
That's right, Mo.
You see,
Right.
you showing love,
Mhm.
even in the midst of the foe.
That's right.
Somebody who trying to seek to do you harm,
That's right.
you still trying to love.
That's right.
That's power right there, and deep on that back.
Yes, it
That's
is.
power.
Yes, it
That's
is.
power, man. It really is. And we know sometimes power can be an illusion, which it is, but it's the force directs that power, makes it into manifestation where we can see it with our physical eye. That's all it is. It said, assist the poor, right? And help the weak. Do harm to none and covet not what is not yours.
That's
That's
right.
right.
Stealing in the mind.
That's right.
You know, we always used to do that. You covet other people's wives and cars and money. You wish they wouldn't even have it. Oh, he don't need that. He don't need nothing. But you want Allah to give it to you. How you want Allah to give it to you, but you don't want this next brother or sister to have it? It don't work like that. Right. You gonna have that on your conscience?
That's right.
That you hating that bad that you don't want them to prosper?
Same on.
But you want Allah to give you something? No. It ain't gonna work like that. It don't work like that. You should want for yourself and for your brother and sister.
That's right.
You know? Yeah. And let everybody be prosperous. Everybody needs something in life.
Okay.
You want to be running around here suffering and doing bad?
That's right.
You should want to see your sisters and brothers doing good.
That's right.
Children healthy.
That's right.
You know? Putting food on the table.
That's right.
Allah's a good God,
Yes,
boy.
he is, Lord.
Yes, he is.
Yes,
I
sir.
thank Allah for this more signs of America because I don't know where I would be
That's right.
without it.
That's right.
Real. I wouldn't know where I would be without the more signs of America teaching me some discipline.
That's right.
You know, teaching Taliban that you can be a better brother than you used to be, man. You don't have to be like that. All in the streets hurting people, selling drugs and doing all the stuff that will bring you down to I don't even want to say it. Praise Allah. But we know we can go to the lowest of lows. You know, we really can.
Keep it out.
We can go to the lowest of lows. But Allah, in His infinite wisdom, sent a prophet to raise us up.
That's right.
And He's the joy of our salvation. Thank you, Lord. Peace. Salvation.
Yes,
He
is. Will to know came
For me.
Okay.
Yeah.
and from slavery has set me free. He's the joy of my salvation. Yes, he is.
I have to give honor to our brother, T. Teller Bay, who always brings us a spiritual message. And one of the things that helped me just look into myself, listening to the brother, when we go into our Holy Koran, we should always look at ourselves as a mirror image.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
And the people that benefit from our lives, they are getting Prophet Noble Drew Ali.
That's right.
Because this is who we pattern ourselves after.
Yeah.
Right, Mo. That's right.
A lot of us, our first encounter of learning to live a life of love and to be committed to anything was through the more scientific.
Right, Mo.
Right. And these are the things we need to tell people that we encounter.
That's right.
I let my wife know the reason that I'm good today,
Right.
that you love me the way you love me,
Right.
is because of Prophet Noble Drew
That's
Ali.
right.
That's right.
Wasn't nothing I did.
That's right.
You love the prophet and don't even know it. And so the world's debt is incalculably great to the Prophet Noble Drew Ali because he changing the world
Yes, he is.
with the prophet.
That's right.
So I just like to give honor to all those
Praise Allah.
that are trying to live those teachings because these teachings, they got a seal on them. You're not going to be able to speak about it and teach it like the more part that they was saying if you
Right.
ain't living it.
Right.
Because you must be yourself what you know
That's right, Mo.
in order to tell people about this gospel.
That's right.
Because everything that happened in our life was supposed to happen. Ain't no strange happening. Law governs all events. There was no other way you could learn this gospel if the things didn't happen in your life the way it's supposed to. For you to fully unfold into these lessons.
That's right.
And with no further delay, I'm gonna call on our Quran classes. So he can show us how you
Come on,
unfold.
Dave.
Praise God. Bless you.
I ain't no stranger
Now.
I
Ain't no stranger now.
I have been introduced to the Father and the Son, and I ain't no stranger, ain't no stranger now, ain't no stranger now. I have been introduced to the Father and the Son, and I
holy unto Allah. It's time.
Once again, it's truly a blessing to rise and give pure perfect praises to one God, author, creator, the governor of the world, whose almighty, eternal, and comprehensive. To the one who is supreme, most wise, and magnificent, to him alone belong worship, adoration, and thanksgiving. Praise. Pray that for his wisdom, all honor, and veneration, and bow down ourselves. That's right. And humble submission of greed, and supreme discretion. Allah. We are all true and divine prophets of Allah. Jesus, Buddha, Confucius, Muhammad. But I bear witness that the last prophet these days is prophet Noah. That's right. Who divined with the prayer and sent to deserve to redeem man from a sinful way. That's right. And to warn of that great wrath. Sure, come on this earth. We give honor to the true one of the prophet, Brother Marcus Moses God, who came demonstrating up you mighty ways. You can accomplish what you will. That's right. From the will of man and the will of Allah one, then the resurrection is the fact. Teach me. We give honor to our pastor, Green Band, by the moderators of the Lord's Scientific American Story to come to Brother C. Kirkman Bay, Brother Nelson Bay, Brother Jake Baker. We give honor to our former Grand Seeking moderator of the Lord's Scientific America, Brother Orlov, who is truly a mastermind. I can't find words to say how the brother has changed my life.
That's right.
And he did it from the heart. His kindness, his love, his lady. But his kindness struck me.
Yes,
You understand that he took time out of his life. You understand, to come into the dismal periods that I was at. You understand, to minister to me. And I began to think, well, how many more?
That's right.
You understand? I ain't this low down scoundrel that I used to be.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? You know, someone cares about me. We give honor to our president, Grand Seeking moderator of the Lord's Scientific America, Brother R. John Beck. We give truly a head and high honor to our Grand Seeking here, the boy in Timber 75. For their time. Praise Allah. I give honor to that brother. We have been through.
Yes, sir.
All the things that we've been through, he never stopped loving me. He never stopped being in my corner.
Right.
He never stopped asking whether I'm all right.
Praise Allah.
Praise Allah. And that's a good grandson.
Yeah.
It is, man. I give honor to his assistant brother, Tucson Bay, who did the same thing. Yes, sir. You know, when I look where he asked me, he'll say, you know, what's on your mind? How you feeling? You know, these are good things. These are acts of a Muslim.
That's right.
You know, that's our duty as a Muslim. You understand? You know, when we see, you understand, our brothers in adversity, we assist them. You understand? That's what we do. That's right. You understand? That's to bring joy to your life. You're able to assist your brothers and sisters.
That's
right. You see? And ask for nothing in return.
Right.
You see? Blessed with a pure heart. But they will love, not demand love. So you ain't got to love me back.
That's right.
You understand? I do for you because I do for Allah. What man does for man, he does for Allah. What man does to man, he does for Allah. You see what I'm saying? You see, that's a greater picture than us.
Yeah. That's right.
You understand? A greater picture than us. You understand? There's a Father. You understand? You know, we're his children.
Praise Allah.
You see? And we are not without cultivation. You understand? Here it is right here. It's more scientific. Right, you understand? This is the soul. You understand? You know, this is where we grow.
Yeah.
You understand? When man reads this Holy Quran, he must plant himself in this Quran.
Praise God, that's
You
right.
understand? Don't glance at it.
That's right.
You understand? Plant yourself in it.
That's right.
Put it all up in you.
Praise
You understand? Because it has saving power.
That's right. I will teach you.
As it has saving power, man, it also has a power to the home.
That's right.
You understand? You know, men can get lost in religion, you understand, you know, and not know where they at.
That's right. That's right.
You understand? You know, they become that baffling evil. You understand? But all is love, all is not law. You understand? Because all is going to judge the living and the dead, the wise and evil. You see? So you understand, you know, where we find ourselves is where Allah wants us to be.
That's right.
You see, never where you want to be.
That's right.
You understand? You know, we had our way and thought of anything other than our salvation, we wouldn't be here.
That's right.
Teach me.
Listen, we're here attending our needs and worshiping Allah because we're thinking about our salvation.
That's
Praise
right.
Allah.
You understand? If you didn't tell me about reincarnation, you understand, that probably wouldn't be here. Because I think that all this is it. And you understand that when I'm gone, it's gone.
Mm.
You see, but there's another light.
That's right.
Right. There's another side to this story.
Yes,
You see?
praise
And every one of us has a story.
Mm-hmm.
That's
You
right,
see?
Mom.
And we need to sit down, get still, and hear.
Right.
You understand? From out of the mouths of babes, man, wisdom.
Wisdom.
Right.
You understand? Don't think you got it all. Don't be puffed up in your own conceit.
Right. That's
You
right.
understand? Thinking that you got it because you can recite.
Right.
You understand? You ain't got it. You ain't even reciting. You're just acting it out.
That's
You
right.
understand? You know, these are acts in the more science to what we learn.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? You know, man knows by what you do.
That's right. Teach
You
Mom.
understand what you say. You see? And that's what we have to learn to do. You understand? We have to learn to be sincere with our brothers and
Right.
sisters.
Yeah. Right.
You understand? We'll be nothing else, man. Be sincere with your brothers and sisters.
Right,
You
bro.
understand? Treat all alike.
That's right.
Brothers. See? I give praises to my children. My son, my daughter, my grandkids.
Praise God.
Ah, but you don't know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you.
Yes, sir. Praise God.
Elder, you understand, this temple, one of the elders of this temple, you understand, you're all my kids.
Praise God.
You see, you're all my grandkids. You see, and I love you like I love my grandkids.
Praise
Praise
God.
You see, I would do nothing, man, to harm you.
Praise
I will
Allah.
always do that for you. You understand, you know, no matter what it takes.
That's right.
I will be there.
That's right.
That's right.
That's what Marlon does.
That's right.
You understand, you know, we're a family.
That's right.
That's right.
You understand, if you don't look at this more science of America being a family, then you lost.
That's right. Teach
You
it.
understand? You can't help me, you understand, if you're not loving me.
That's right, Mom.
You understand? You know, that's a carnal love.
Teach
You
it.
understand? Don't love me just because I agree with you.
Right.
Right.
You understand? Love me when I'm right and wrong.
Yes, sir.
You see? And understand what Allah said, that Allah never forgets a struggle.
Right.
You understand? Allah never forgets a struggle, so how dare you forget a struggle?
That's right. Teach Mom.
You understand? You know, put your feet in the next man's shoes, you walked it.
That's right.
You understand? You walked it, you know it ain't easy.
That's right. Hey,
You understand? We know it ain't easy. We know there's a fold out there. We know our lower self is strong by nature.
yes, sir.
Right.
You see? So we know it ain't like that. You understand? We know we ain't gonna be able to just walk into paradise.
Right.
You understand? We ain't gonna just say open the doors and we in there. Don't do it like that. Well, you got to work.
Tell the truth.
You understand? You got to work.
Right.
You got to repent.
Yeah.
You understand? That's the biggest thing you got to
Yeah.
do.
Right.
You understand? Let no man or tell, or you fool yourself saying I repented enough. There's no such thing.
Teach Mom.
You understand? Because you don't have that power. You don't have the force. It is
Mm.
Allah that says when it's enough.
That's right.
And when you have repented enough, you understand that I will bring you home.
Mm.
You understand? There's nothing else here for you.
That's right, Mom.
See?
Teach.
We praise it to Allah.
Teach
You understand? All the days of our life. You see? Friday is the holy day for all Muslims all over the world. And
right.
why?
Yes.
Right.
Because Muslims all over the world are getting together in these hours. You understand? To praise Allah.
That's
Right.
right.
You see? Every day we praise Allah. But Friday is a special day.
That's right, Mom.
You see, we set aside all our bigotries.
Mm-hmm.
Understand? You know, and praise Allah.
Yes.
We thank Allah again for the smallest things to the largest things.
Right,
Allah.
Mom.
For a man is aware, you understand, Allah does something great in your life every day. Every day.
Teach it,
You
Mom.
understand? We wake you up, that's the greatest thing that can be.
Teach this gospel.
Because He's giving you time to get it right.
Mhm.
You see, don't spend it in other people's weed. Other people's garden full of that weed.
Right.
You understand? You know, pull your own weeds.
That's right, Mom.
See what I'm saying? Pull your own weed. You know, you got enough in your garden.
Yes, sir.
That's right,
You
Mom.
understand? You know, so that's what we have to do. We have to understand what our mission is.
Mm.
You know, but we just not just here.
That's right.
You understand? Allah didn't just throw us out here.
Mm. Right.
You understand? He put us out here with a purpose.
Yes, sir.
You understand? You know, to please Him.
Teach,
The
Mom.
only way you can please Allah, man, is pleasing your brothers and your sisters. It's about loving them.
That's right.
You understand? Taking their hand and walking them through, you understand, the hard times in their life.
That's right.
Because we all going to go through.
Spend that zeal, Mom.
You understand? It's just a matter of time. You understand? You know, we ask for more light. You understand? Some of us think we're going to be here forever. You understand? It ain't going to happen. You understand? You know, for this short time that you're here, you understand? How dare you ask for more?
Spend that zeal, Mom.
Little do you employ what you got now. How dare you
That's
ask
what the
for more?
Quran say, don't
Right.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
You know, here to be 90. Here to be 90, who's going to teach you? You understand? Who bearing you?
Yes, now teach it, Mom.
You understand? Who you know at 90?
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying? So we take the good times, the
Mm.
good years, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying, that Allah has given us, you understand? And we do those things that only pleasing to Allah.
That's right.
You understand? You know, we ought to stay behind our grandchildren.
That's right. That's right, Mo.
Praise Allah.
We ought to stay behind our grandchildren.
That's right.
Because he has a vision. That's why we going some places. We're gonna touch some things. We're gonna do some things. And we're gonna get closer to the pinnacle of wisdom.
Tell the truth, Mo.
You see? We just ain't doing it for confirmation.
That's right.
Okay? We're doing it because Allah wants us to do it.
Right.
You see, there's a blessing that comes in this world. You see? And that's what man has to understand. And women. You have to understand that. You understand? This life given to us to understand, you know, it's not forever.
That's right.
You know, we only, hey, we passing through it.
That's what's up.
You understand? Just like you drive here to the next stop, like you passing right on through.
Right on through.
You understand? What you do when you're passing. You understand? That will make you a better person. You know? You see? And don't sit back, man, and squander, you understand, about the things you've done wrong in your lifetime. You understand? Make a speedy reparation. You see, that's all Allah asks you to do.
That's right.
You understand? Come to me and say, Allah, you understand, forgive me for what I done. And be sincere.
That's right.
You see? Be sincere, because Allah knows the hypocrite.
That's right, Mo.
He knows what's in the man's heart.
That's
You
right.
understand? You know, you can fool good base some of the time.
Right.
You can't fool Allah none of the time.
None of the
None of
time.
the time.
Our truth is secret very hard.
That's
You
right.
remember still forever.
That's right.
Sir.
You respect not the person or the station of the mean. The high and low, the rich and the poor, the wise and the ignorant. When the soul is setting out to come to sacrifice this mortal life, so he can receive from the sentence of death. And we resurrect the people according to their words.
That's right.
Then shall the wicked tremble.
Be afraid.
Teach,
You see?
Mo.
And that's what we have to understand. You know, because our punishment don't jump us right away, you understand? It don't mean you got away with something.
That's right.
You understand? It don't mean that. You understand? Allah give you a chance to get it right. You understand? He give you a chance, you understand, you know, to ask him for forgiveness.
That's right.
And when you transgress against your brothers, you understand, you should immediately run to him.
Tell the
You
truth,
understand?
Mo.
And say, I'm sorry.
Praise
You
Allah.
understand? You know, courage enough for the truth.
That's right. Take
Courage enough for the
strength.
truth to say I'm wrong.
That's right.
That's courage enough for the truth.
That's right, Mo.
You understand? You know, you walk around and thinking that you right, you understand, and everything, you understand, is going your way. That's easy.
That's right, Mo.
You understand? But when that phone is in front of you,
Yeah.
how you gonna act?
Yeah.
That's
You see? When your Lord self raised up in you, how you
Yeah.
gonna act?
True
That's
strength.
right.
You understand? How you gonna figure this one out? You understand? Do you pick up the gun, that instrument of death? You understand? Or do you act like who you supposed to be?
A good mouth.
You understand? And talk to him.
That's right.
You see? That's our problem.
Tell the truth, Mo.
You see? We don't give each other a chance enough to talk. You understand? You know, we backbite for no reason.
Right.
But the reason is because you can't stand for things to go away. That's clearly your Lord self.
Teach,
That's the
Mo.
devil in you.
Teach.
You understand? The devil don't want to see you do right.
That's right,
The devil
Mo.
don't want you to have happiness.
That's right.
Misery.
You see? He wants you to have misery. That's what he wants you to be, in
Right,
misery.
Mo. Tell the truth, see.
But it's the thought of Allah that squash that misery.
Oh,
You see? When you praise Allah for the good and the bad,
Yes,
then you
sir.
squash that. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
You know, I give praises to Allah. I give praises to the Prophet, you know, which you Ali, because without him, we'll tell what good baby.
Right.
You know, I've been through that revolving door in institutions. You understand? Never seemed to get it right. Couldn't get it right because I wasn't thinking about it.
Tell the truth, Mo.
I let my body's desire. You understand? I didn't draw a circle around my passion. You understand? That was ruling my life. So I kept going to that door, getting in the head. Soon open the door. You understand? Right on back. You understand? Right on back. You know, here I am again. You know, God, how I got this. You know, how did I get here again? You know, being hard here. You understand? You see? So when you start studying, when you start reading this Quran by night and by day, understand? Then Allah will unfold things to you.
That's right.
Allah will unfold your strengths. He will unfold your weakness. And he will tell you, you understand, how to gain strength over your weakness. You see? Ain't like that he got us lost. Ain't like we going down the hall, man, guessing what door to go through. You understand? You go through that door, you understand, that bright light. You understand that door, follow the prophet. left his footprints clearly cut.
Yeah.
Understand? You know, so it ain't no guesswork in the Most High Temple of America.
Mm.
The only guesswork is in your life.
That's right.
You understand? You know, when you're not sincere, you understand, now you guess. You understand? You know, should I do this? Should I do that? You understand? If it doesn't sound right, you understand, you should not do it.
That's right.
You understand? That's still a small voice in your intelligence. It ain't right.
It ain't right.
It ain't right. You understand? And you can obey it now,
Yeah.
obey for it later. It's your choice.
That's right.
It's your choice.
Get away with it, you know.
Right, so.
So we give praises to Allah. We give praises to Allah because Allah made us the pride of His creation. You understand? We're the pride of His creation.
Right, so.
You understand? Don't you know that Allah smiles on us?
That's right.
You understand? Allah frowns on us. You understand? You know, our lives are already written. You see? It's already written. You understand? The foes that we meet, Allah already knows what's going to meet them. You understand? But
That's
so
right.
kindly, you understand? In His love and mercy, you understand? That He has put the foes right there. And solution right behind. You see, that's what we look for, resolution.
That's right.
You understand? You know, that's what we need in our life.
That's right.
You know, we say establish to ourselves principles of action and how we act accordingly. Understand? You know, when you got the principles of action, the love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice out front, and you keep it out front, then you'll never go wrong.
That's right.
You'll never go wrong. You understand? You know, you got the highest principle known to man, to good and bad.
That's right.
You understand? You know, love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. You understand? And if I live according to that, you understand? Then Allah got my back.
That's right.
That's the peace.
Peace. Very good. Very good.
Grand class instructor.
I wanna walk like Allah say walk, say walk. I wanna walk like Allah say walk, say walk. 'Cause if I walk like Allah say walk, I know that everything is gonna be alright.
Yeah.
I'd like to give honors to our
Allah.
brother S. Goodwin Bay for the lessons that he taught us. You can hear the experience in the Lord's voice when he speaks.
Yes, sir.
You can tell that some of his lessons that he learned were hard-fought lessons, but he learned them. And that's the most important thing. Our way is not going to be made easy for us.
That's right.
I remember years ago, Brother Lovell used to tell us that when we were first learning, at least when I was first learning this great gospel. He said, your way ain't going to be made easy for you. He said, but one thing, when you get done, you're going to come up loving. You're going to come up loving once you learn these lessons of Islamism. And I love it. I love the brother for teaching me at a time where I didn't think nothing good was going on. I'm going to keep it high. I don't want to talk about nothing love.
Right.
And so I'm going to call on our next speaker with no further delay. I'm going to call out our assistant, Grand Sheik, Brother J. Christian Bay.
Praise God.
Praise God.
I wanna walk
Like Allah say walk, say walk. I wanna walk like Allah say walk, say walk. 'Cause if I walk like Allah say walk, I know that everything is gonna be alright.
I wanna love like
Allah say love, say love.
I wanna love like
Allah say love. 'Cause if I love like Allah say love, I know that everything is gonna be alright.
I wanna praise like
Allah say pray, say pray.
I wanna praise like
Allah say pray, say pray.
'Cause if I pray like Allah say pray, I know that everything is gonna be alright.
Yeah.
Praise Allah.
Islam.
The Quran says, weak and ignorant is thy heart, old man.
That's right.
Humble is thy heart to be.
That's right.
O child of the dust. Wouldest thou raise thy thoughts to infinite wisdom?
That's right.
Wouldest thou see omnipotence displayed before thee. Contemplate thine frame.
That's right.
To contemplate means to think.
That's right, bro.
Furthermore, Bob said if I could start you with thinking, perhaps you can save yourself. Give honor to the great prophet Drew Ali, who told the Moors, I have done more for you than you know.
That's right.
One day you Moors are going to learn to love me. Love the holy prophet Drew Ali. We are taught that we should love the apostle more than we love ourselves.
Teach them.
I love Allah more than my existence, because I know that without Allah, there is no existence.
That's right, bro.
I thank Allah for sending that great spirit Jesus back to earth again in these last days, and the great prophet who told the Moors that the fallen sons and daughters of the Asiatic nation of North America need to learn to love.
That's right, bro.
Instead of hate.
That's right.
And to know of their high self and their low self. He said that this holy Koran of the Moorish Science Temple of America is the uniting of Asia. Prophet Noble Drew Ali told the Moors, he said, be good Moors and sow good seeds.
Right. He's right.
If you do, I'll take you out the backyard and put you in the front yard. Thank Allah for this great Moorish Science Temple of America. We belong to the forerunner, the brother Marcus Garvey. The brother Garvey said that we the only people who laugh at the misfortune of ourselves and show no interest in our collective selves.
Right.
And Garvey acknowledged that we was a mighty race. Thus he said, up, you mighty race, you can accomplish what you will. I'm on the same lines with Goodwin Bay. Some great things are ahead.
That's right.
Temple 75.
That's right.
I know I used to hear more say, and I bear witness to it. Temple 75 in the years past was one of the model temples. The Moors had a lot of respect for the Moors of Temple 5. And once 75, and one of the reasons, I know one of the Moors like go up here once said, why you always go to Missouri to choose your help? To get the Baptiste to travel with you. Right. But this is some of these boys you can't travel around this country with. But you know what was in his mix. This is some of these boys dirty, man.
Yes, sir.
And I can't be going no anywhere with them. No, I'm on the right. I know we Temple 25 doing their grand opening of their building that they in now. We went up there. As soon as we come in the door, my little bit jumped up and got the holler somewhere there. Come some real moles. Right. And the moles look like we ain't no real moles. Okay, we got you. But the thing about it is this: I give honors to all of you who, in my opinion, is a mastermind.
Yes, sir.
Love you should take and sit down and cross his hands. You think he's sweet, but he reads minds. Give honors to past leaders, Brother C. Kirkman, Bay, Brother F. Nelson, Bay, Brother J. Blakely, for they gave their all of you to our present grandchief and moderator, Brother Archer and his family. I give honors to the Grand Governor of the State of Missouri, Brother T.R. to his assistant. Our brother that's in our midst tonight, Brother Paul Madison Mill. Good assistant Grand Governor.
Yes, sir.
Help Temple 75. Special honor due to my grandson. Grandson of Temple 75, Brother L. Thompson, Brother. Travel the road, you're found to be worthy. Yeah. I take and call him my brother, I don't take that like my brother in the true sense of the word.
That's right.
I give special honors to my wife. She made another Friday roll.
Praise Allah.
Made another. I know she left last Friday. She said, I'm gonna go get me some turkeys.
Ooh, praise Allah.
Yeah, some turkeys.
Praise
So it's
God.
good to take and have a sister back in the temple.
Praise Allah.
Trying to force her back in.
That's right.
Prophet Noble said this. He said, keep the temple doors open and I'll drive the
That's
Asians.
it. Right.
Prophet gonna drive the Asians. He said the sheep know the sound of my voice and the stranger will not follow. She said she told one of her co-workers that Friday, she said, I'm going to the temple tonight. I don't know what she experienced at work that day.
Praise
But
Allah.
I know she came in and put a little turban on the bed and I said, praise God.
Praise Allah.
Praise to have a sister.
Yes, sir.
Praise
God. Travel with the Lord, Prophet Noble. He said he was calling on strong men and women. Take and stand up and take your place in it.
Praise
That's
me.
right.
Right.
Praise Allah.
Prophet said we shouldn't do anything that would cause the public to disagree with
That's
us.
right, Mom. Teacher.
Give honors to our brother. Ron Hill.
Yes,
Praise
sir.
Allah.
Good brother.
Praise Allah.
Always answer the call.
Praise Allah.
Man, it's good to have morals, man, that hey man ain't caught up in titles and stuff.
That's right, man.
It was said tonight, I respect not the person on the stage. It don't make no difference what title you got. And I used to always say it, I understood it then, and I understand it now.
Yeah.
You could have a title, and another man don't have to have that. And the man who don't have a title, if he doing the work, his blessing gonna be greater than the man that's got one and ain't doing it.
Ain't doing
That's
nothing.
right.
Man, it ain't about the title.
That's right.
I know, I thank Allah for the longevity that He's given me in this more science to do. And I know when I first met the Prophet Noble Ali, I knew that the Prophet was right. I knew I was at home. 1981.
Yeah.
So the Moors were like 250 strong walking down the walk. Those had flaming red fezzes on, those that didn't have fezzes on, they had on some kufas with some 5-point green stones in the top of it. I said, man, this is something about them brothers. It's got something to do with me, and I'm a fighter.
That's right. That's right. Praise Allah.
Praise Allah.
Yeah, I went to a banquet of the Moors. And when I heard the prophet, I knew he was a prophet. The prophet said that sheep know the sound of my voice, a stranger will not follow.
That's right.
When I heard the prophet, of course, I've been following ever since.
Praise
I
Allah.
ain't boasting and bragging, I haven't deviated.
Praise Allah. Praise
I
Allah.
remember when I first come home, and my wife and my children, we was holding the temple in my house.
Praise Allah.
Yeah,
Yes, sir. Praise Allah.
Daddy said, yeah, Daddy used to tease me about, oh, you won't let this pork, I'll give you a few months. I'll give you a few months.
Right.
I used to hear Daddy tell him all the time. He said, Jay known is somebody I know.
Praise Allah.
He came talking about he don't mess with him. I ain't seen him eat it shit.
Praise Allah. Praise Allah.
And then we would wear be worried how he both of those.
Right.
That's
right.
I love this more science to America. I love what the more science to America has done for me, for my life. And I ain't perfect by no means. Allah has given man no good without his admixture. So blended is weakness in thy nature, O man, that thou hast not strength to be good, nor to be evil entirely. Rejoice that thou canst not excel in evil. Let the good within thy reach content us.
Yeah.
You take a brief read from your program. And I read the Lord before we sit down.
No, we
Hey,
don't.
oh, not you, really, she.
Praise Allah.
Sit down in a bit. Divine instruction from the Holy Prophet. We give special honors to our guests for coming out today.
Praise
Brother
Allah.
Rice Bay. Rice here.
Rice.
Special
Praise
honors for
Allah.
membership.
Praise Allah.
And the prophet said, keep the temple doors open and I'll drive the age that is in. He said, one day they're going to be coming in so fast, it's going to take 10 secretaries to write down the names. And when I read raise my floodgates, it's gonna take 16 secretaries. All we gotta do is just keep doing what we're doing. The membership of the More Sign to America, Prophet talked about was gonna dwindle down to a handful.
Yeah.
One day, people gonna be coming in. And all we got to do is just stay here and be able to receive. And all I got some great things ahead for us in this More Sign to America, particularly St. Louis, Missouri. Divine instruction from the Holy Prophet. Thank you, John, for giving me a few minutes. Chapter 10, Jesus spake of the unity of Allah and man to the end. Special honors to all the speakers who spoke. I'm always inspired by the holy words of Allah spoken through his prophet when he drew out and through the Moors who recited. Benoit is the sacred city of the bronze. And in Benoit, Jesus taught. Andreka was his host. Andreka made a feast in honor of his guests, and many high-born priests, Hindu priests and scribes were there. And Jesus said to them with much delight, I speak to you concerning life, the brotherhood of life. The universal Allah is one, yet he is more than one. All things are one. By the sweet breath of Allah, all life is bound in one. So if you touch a fiber of a living thing, you send a thrill from the center to the outer bounds of life. And when you crush beneath your foot again this worm, you shake the throne of Allah and cause the sword of life to tremble in the sheath. The bird sings out its song for men, and men vibrate in unison, yet the sing. The ant constructs his home, the bee its sheltering home. The spider weaves her web, and flowers breathe to them a spirit in their sweet perfume that gives them strength to toil. Now men and birds and beasts and creeping things are deities, they flesh, and how dare you kill anything. It is cruelty that makes the world array. Of course. When men have learned that when they harm a living thing, they harm themselves. They surely would not kill nor cause a thing that Allah has made to suffer pain. A lawyer said, I pray to Jesus, tell who is this Allah you speak about? Where is his priests, his temples, and his shrines? And Jesus said, the Allah I speak about is everywhere. It cannot be compassed with walls nor hedged about or bound of any kind. All people worship Allah the one God. All the people see him not alike. This universal Allah is wisdom, will, and love. All men see not the traveling Allah. One sees him as Allah of might, another as Allah of thought, another as Allah of love. A man's ideal is his God, and so is man unfold his God unfold. Man's God today, tomorrow is not God. The nations of the earth see Allah from different points of view, and so he does not seem the same to everyone. Man names the part of Allah he sees, and this to him is all of Allah. And every nation sees a part of Allah, and every nation has a name for Allah. You Brahmins call him Peregrine. In Egypt he's thought. And Zeus is his name in Greece. Jehovah is his Hebrew name. But everywhere he is the causeless cause, and the root is root from which all things have grown. When men are afraid of Allah and take him for a foe, they dress up other men in fancy garbs and call them priests. And charge them to restrain the wrath of Allah by prayers. And when they fail to win his favor by their prayers, to buy him off with sacrifice of animals or birds. When man sees Allah as one with him, as Father Allah, he needs no middle man, no priest to receive. He goes straight up to him and says, my Father God Allah. And then he lays his hands in Allah's own hand, and all is well. And this is Allah. You are each one a priest just for yourself. And sacrifice of blood Allah does not want. Just give your life in sacrificial service. Brother spoke about that tonight. We want to serve Allah. We want to serve him by way of serving humanity. In sacrificial service to the all of life. And Allah is pleased. When Jesus had thus said, he stood aside people were amazed and strove among themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Some said he is inspired by holy ground,
Yeah.
and others said he is insane, and others said he is obsessed. He speaks as devil speaks. But Jesus tarried not. Among the guests was one, a tiller of the soil,
Yeah.
a generous soul, a seeker after truth.
Yeah.
He loved the words that Jesus spoke, and Jesus went with him, and in his home abode. May Allah be pleased with that sacred word. May Allah take and give every one of us tonight a special blessing.
Praise
Thank you,
Allah.
Peace.
Good teaching.
Peace. Praise Allah.
Praise Allah.
Thank you, Master.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Praise Allah.
Praise Allah. Give honors to our assistant grand chief brother, J. Kushan Bey, with reading of chapter 10. Jesus speaks to Allah, spake on the unity of Allah and man. Because man and Allah are united.
Praise
But
Allah.
it's only through man he tore himself away from Allah. He debased himself. So we gotta always remember that. We not perfect. Allah alone is perfect.
That's right.
Praise
And as
Allah.
Brother Goodman Base stated, we gotta always be repentant. Gotta always repent. Allah don't need to do none of those things. We are the ones that are subjected to Allah. So we always have to be in that position of repentance. Without any further delay, I'm gonna call on the next speaker, the Grand Chief, Brother L. Thompson Bey.
Watching therefore, ye know not the hour when Allah shall call your souls away, O Muslims, if you labor, strive for the right, and ye shall wear a golden crown. O Muslims, I shall wear a crown. When the trumpet sound, O Muslims, I shall wear a crown. And he shall wear a golden crown. Lead me to Ali, lead me all the way, closer and closer, lest I go astray. And he shall wear a golden crown. Oh, Muslims, I shall wear a crown. And when the trumpet sound, oh, Muslims, I shall wear a crown. And he shall wear a golden crown.
Islam, Morse.
Islam.
Once again, it's a blessing to rise and give praises to Allah, the author, the creator, the governor of the world, almighty, eternal, incomprehensible.
Yes, sir.
The Quran says that the Father is gracious and beneficent. He hath created the world in mercy and love.
Come on, gracious.
His creatures of his hands declare his goodness, and their enjoyment speak of his praise.
Yes, sir.
He clothed them with beauty. He supported them with food.
Yeah.
He preserved them with pleasure from generation to generation. Allah is a good God. Prophet Muhammad said that if you come to Allah with an earth full of sin, Allah will return to you an earth full of forgiveness.
That's right.
Allah is a forgiving God.
Yeah.
The Quran said, for what reason was religion instituted?
Right.
But to teach thee thy infirmities, to remind thee of thy weakness,
That's right.
to show thee from heaven alone, or thou to hope for good. The good that we hope for comes from Allah.
Yes, sir.
Because Allah is leading on and victory is sure. Hope is thy ever beacon light. I don't care how bad things may seem. As long as you keep your hands in Allah's unchanging hand, Allah is going to pull you through it. Not only should you believe that, but you should have faith that Allah going to bring you through.
That's right. That's right.
I give hail and high time of honors to the last true and divine prophet, the prophet Noble Jarabi, who said that I'm saved and my mission is to save you Moors. The prophet told the Moors, he said, if I can start you to thinking, perhaps you can save yourself. The prophet told the Moors, he said, it doesn't matter how things look.
That's right.
When it end up, it's going to end up in our favor.
That's right.
The prophet said, if you doubt that I am a prophet, just watch my prophecies. Holy Prophet Noble Jarabi told the Moors, he said, I can do more for you in spirit than I can in flesh.
Right.
I give honors to the forerunner of the prophet, the brother Marcus Garvey, who said, up you mighty race, you can accomplish what you will. He said, so few of us can understand what it takes to make a man. The man who would never say die. The man who would never give up. The man who would never depend upon others to do for him what he ought to do for himself. The man who would not blame God, who would not blame fate for his conditions, but the man who would go out to make conditions to suit himself. I give honors to the forerunner, the brother Marcus Garvey.
Yes, sir.
I give honors to all the past leaders of the Moorish Science Temple of America. I would like to reiterate all the honors that were given by the chairman and the speakers that spoke before myself. I'd like to give special honors to all the speakers because what I heard was the spirit of the prophet in the house. Prophet Noble Jarabi said, I'm happy when my Moors are happy.
That's right.
The Quran says, know thyself and thy father, God Allah. When you begin to know yourself, you begin to know Allah.
That's right, Mo.
Because Allah and man are one. The Quran says, know thyself. Weak and ignorant as thou art. Oh man. See, we all weak and ignorant. None of us. I don't care how well you may think of yourself and how low you may think of another. The Quran says that we are weak and ignorant.
That's right. That's what it says.
Humble as thou oughtest to be. We ought to be humble in life. We shouldn't be arrogant.
That's right.
Jesus said that the meek shall inherit the earth. O child of the dust, wouldest thou raise thy thoughts to infinite wisdom? Wisdom speaks from out of the highest plane of spirit life. So if you raise your thought, then that means that you thinking on Allah. Because Allah is the God of wisdom. And I heard the assistant grand sheik read it, and it said, contemplate thine frame.
Yes, sir.
Fearfully and wonderfully are thy made. Praise therefore thy creator with awe, and rejoice before him with reverence. Wherefore, of all creatures are thou alone erect. Look, erect. You can put a monkey up next to me, he can't stand like this. A monkey can't stand erect like this. And they say man came from a monkey. That's Darwin's theory. We don't believe in that. We believe that if you was a man from the beginning, you're going to be a man in the end.
That's right. Absolutely.
Wherefore of all creatures are thou only erect.
That's right.
That thou shouldest behold his work. Look at the works of Allah. Wherefore are thou to behold, but that thou mayest admire them. You shouldn't be angry and upset at the snake. Allah created that. You shouldn't be upset and angry at the spider. Allah created that. That's why Jesus said when men have learned that when they harm a living thing, they harm themselves, they surely will not kill nor cause a thing that Allah has made to suffer pain. That's a high learning.
That's right.
But you got to learn it. Sometimes the closer you get to Allah, the more you value the things that you don't understand. Because understanding is the rock on which man builds himself. It is the gnosis of the alt and of the naught, of falsehood and of the truth. Wherefore was consciousness reposed on thee alone. He didn't give consciousness to none of the other 6 spirits that he breathed forth and stood before his face. Man alone was given consciousness. And whence is it derived to thee? It is not in flesh to think. It is not in bones to reason. The lion knoweth not that worms shall eat him. The ox perceiveth not that he is fed for slaughter. Something is added unto thee, unlike to what thou seest. Something informs thy clay higher than all is the object of thy senses. Behold, what is it? It's the spirit. Can we all agree that it's the spirit that informs your clay higher than seeing, hearing, and smelling and talking?
That's right.
Your spirit can tell you things that your senses can't tell you. I just feel it in my spirit.
Praise Allah. Praise Allah.
Because sometimes your eyes, which are the sentinels that watch for thee, they are not always able to distinguish truth from error. Sometimes you can be looking at a thing and then thinking it's true and it's falsehood. And sometimes you can be thinking it's falsehood and it's true.
That's right.
So something is added unto thee,
Teach that thing, bro.
unlike to what thou seest.
Yes, sir.
Something informs thy clay higher than all is the object of thy senses. Behold, what is it? The body remaining perfect after it is fled. Therefore, it is no part of it. It is immaterial. Therefore, it is eternal. It is free to act. Therefore, it is accountable for its actions. Nor the ass the use of food because its teeth mow down the herbage. No, ass don't know nothing about the use of food. He just acting out his nature. He just eating. And sometimes we play the role of the ass. We don't be hungry, we just eating to be eating. And then we wonder why we upset. Because we eating too much. Or stand at the crocodile erect. Although his backbone is as straight as thine. No, you can't stand him up like man.
No, sir.
Even though his backbone is as straight as thine. Allah formed these as he formed thee. After them all were thy created. Superiority and command were given thee over them all.
Praise Allah.
Man is the Lord of all the plane of soul and of the plane of things made manifest. Your lordship resides in your spirituality. Because he just told you it's not in flesh to think and it's not in bones to reason. So the closer you get to Allah, the more you put yourself in position to exemplify your lordship. Oh, you gonna be tested. You say you following Prophet Noble Drew Ali. You say you standing for the principles of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. This carnal nature soon became a foe that man must fight, that he might be the strength of Allah made manifest. Yeah, the devil gonna get mad when you stand up and exemplify that strength. Because he diametrically opposed to what Allah represented Prophet Noble Drew Ali. And he gonna come at all angles. But you got to be fortified. You got to see the devil, know him, and have the strength to fight him. Sometimes we ain't strong enough to fight the devil. And then we wonder why we end up in a gigolo squeeze. He going to and fro the earth seeking whom he may devour. So you got to take and practice the religion that's been brought by Prophet Noble Drew. Now you just can't talk it.
That's right. Very good, Lord. Live it.
It's a power in the word, but the word don't mean nothing if it's not backed by actions. Man can make his mouth say anything. That's that two-headed sword that Jesus was talking about, that caused men to be double-minded. I give honors to Prophet Noble Drew for the great teachings that he brought for the salvation of our people.
That's right.
You can be saved if you want to.
That's right.
You can take and demonstrate the resurrection of the dead if you want to. You choose not to.
That's right.
When your will is tuned with the deific will, the resurrection is a fact.
That's right.
A lot of people could have came to the temple today if they wanted to. And a lot of people wanted to come to the temple, but they didn't have the strength to. Because when the devil moves, he comes in the sign of a friend sometimes. Just to trick you off the true and narrow path. But the Quran says this here, and then I'm going to sit down. Allah alone guides the destiny of the Moorish Science Temple.
That's right. That's right.
That's right, Mo.
Allah guides the destiny of the Moorish Science Temple of America. The purpose of the Moorish Science Temple of America is the uplifting of fallen humanity. When you read these teachings, they should uplift you. They should make you feel better than you felt before you picked up the book. Because it's a spirit in these teachings. But the teachings can't work if you don't read.
That's right.
Quran means to read. So that means sometimes at night, when Allah's spirit is low to the earth, you ought to pick up your Quran and go in a silent place and read the words of the holy and divine prophet Noble Drew. The Quran says, know thyself.
That's right.
And the pride of his creation.
That's right.
You the pride of Allah's creation.
Teach him that.
The line uniting divinity and matter. Behold a part of Allah himself within thee.
right.
You talking about Allah that created the universe.
Yeah.
He right here.
That's right.
You couldn't exist if Allah wasn't in this flesh. Because man is not the body. He is a spirit and a part of Allah. So it doesn't matter. Because as sure as you are born, you shall die.
That's right.
That's right.
But what we have to do is always be prepared to give an account of our actions. If Allah calls us right now today, we ready. You know why we ready? Because we've been prayed up. We've been doing the right thing. And we've been letting our good deeds outweigh our bad deeds. So when you pass away, you don't have anything to worry about. But while we here, we got to work.
That's right.
We got to work for Allah and the prophet. Prophet Abraham said, my life, my death, and all my sacrifices is for Allah. We here to please Allah.
That's right.
We ain't here to please no man, no woman, no child. We here to please Allah.
Tell the truth, Mo.
Because Allah is a good God.
Yes, he is.
And he'll put peace in your life if you follow him.
That's right. That's right.
And the Quran said, I mean, the assistant governor left, so, I mean, you know, is he outside?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, I'm going to get out so he can say a few words. It said, behold, a part of Allah himself within thee.
That's right.
Remember thy dignity, nor dare descend to evil or to meanness.
Yes.
Now sometimes people can think you being evil and mean. But listen to this here. Listen to the next verse. I didn't say it. Prophet Noble Drew Ali said it. Who planted terror in the tail of the serpent? Who planted terror in the tail of the serpent? Who clothed the neck of the horse with thunder?
Allah.
Even he,
That's right.
it is who instructed thee to crush the one under thy feet and to tame the other to thy purpose. Peace.
Praise Allah. Very good, boy.
Give honor to our grand chief, Brother L. Thompson Bay, for his motivating words that he spoke of dealing with know thyself and our Father God Allah.
Yes, sir.
It is our duty to know thyself. We can't do nothing useful in this life and helping another if we don't know ourselves.
That's right.
Praise Allah.
And so, as I said earlier, everything that has happened to us up to this point, it was supposed to happen. It was supposed to happen so we can gain strength through the exercise of thought. Thought is developed through the exercise of strength. And these thoughts that we have to be able to hold these thoughts.
That's right.
These thoughts of upliftment through our sacrifice, through our learning, through our teaching, that we may be able to extend them to another.
Praise God.
And this is what's going to help uplift fallen humanity. Fallen humanity is not going to be uplifted by those that say they know. It's going to be uplifted by those that know because they did it. That's how fallen humanity is going to be raised. Without any further delay, I was trying to get our assistant man going. I guess he stepped out to do some
See here, I got it. I'm leaving forward.
I'm gonna let it shine. Oh,
This is the light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, my soul, this is the light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All in my home. I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, all in my home. I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, my slips all in my home. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. God is brought to me. I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, God is brought it to me. I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, my slips, God is brought it to me. And I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, my love, everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Praise Allah.
Islam, Master.
Islam.
I give praise to Allah, honors to the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. I give honors to Friday Holy Day. I give honors to everyone that came out to hear the truth about your nationality. I give honors to the Grand Sheik. Because you gotta understand, when you honor man, you honor Allah.
That's right.
And you gotta understand why we give honors to our Grand Sheik, because it's an honor to have a Grand Sheik. It's an honor to vote a Grand Sheik into office. It's an honor to have a Grand Sheik to serve and do the job. You know what I'm saying? So we honor our Grand Sheik, we honor our assistant Grand Sheik, we honor our official cabinet, we honor all the moors. The thing that we're working on is learning to love instead of hate.
That's right.
Because the Prophet said this is a field open for all strong men and women.
Yes, sir.
That's what he needs. He needs somebody that's going to take their place and do their part. It's enough work enough for everybody. Everybody. It ain't about who on the top, who on the bottom. It's all about play your role. Do your job. Do it with pride.
Yes.
Do it with confidence.
Good about
Do it with dignity. And then you'll watch vanity walk out the door.
That's right, Mo.
That's right.
So that's why we're learning. You know, even me.
Praise
I'm
God.
looking at the older Moors and all
Yes,
the
sir.
Moors, and I'm laughing and I'm talking to them because I'm understanding their shortcomings because they helping me with my shortcomings.
Praise God.
That's why when we look out for each other, we speak with sincerity.
That's right.
We speak with love, and we have gratitude for each other.
Praise
And
God.
most definitely, we have a deep appreciation for womanhood. I like to
Yes,
give
sir.
honors to
Praise
all
God.
the women, even
Yes.
to the little beautiful little ladies back there,
Praise
to Hayden
God.
and Haiti. Because that is our future. You
Yes,
know what I'm
sir.
saying? That's why it's an
Right.
honor to have women in the
Right.
temple because they are the first teachers of the children.
Praise God.
Because you got to realize we've been talking about a whole lot. That's why when you learn it, it goes into all the schools of learning because it's just that one truth. It's that one great God. Man, you can call him whatever you choose to.
Praise God.
But we was just given some instructions to call him Allah. We can call him God. Man, he has so many names in this little pamphlet. Right here, just in this pamphlet right now. It's not a monopoly on the God that we're talking about. He's universal.
That's right.
And the nearest place to meet him is in the Bible. So that's why we honor the true and divine prophet Noble Drew Ali, because we honor Jesus. In this Quran says, just, you know, sometimes people don't see it. It says the genealogy of Jesus.
Yeah.
It talks about Jesus. And then in this Quran, he goes on to say, woo, just for those who see, it says the genealogy of Jesus with 18 years of 18 years of events.
Yeah.
Life, works, listen to this, his life, works, and teachings in India, Europe, and Africa. These events occurred before he was 30 years of age. These secret lessons. Pay attention.
Praise God.
Sometimes you gotta have a secret. Just listen to it. These secret lessons are for all of those who love Jesus and desire to know. Sometimes everybody don't want to know. Some people just think they know. Oh, I'm just this, that. No, I'm just, like the brother said, the Babylon fool. Some people just think they know.
Yeah.
And under investigation and under studying, you know, and going through the teachers, we find out where they at along the way. But when you are not a block of wood, we already know about that.
Right.
Not the point of who's saying, oh, you need to go to the temple,
Right.
but the man that has
Create the way.
love and sincerity
That's right, bro.
and the mindset and wise enough to love a brother and say, hey, I'm gonna come and help you.
Praise
That's
God.
right.
I'm gonna help you with your what? Your drug problem,
Mm.
your alcohol problem,
Mm.
your life problem.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because when you aid and assist
Praise
your
God.
brother and extend your love
Mm.
and your gratitude and your sincerity,
Yeah.
hey man, you changing a life.
Praise God.
Because you understand what changed you.
Yeah.
It was something that was pure. It was something that was real. It was something that was consistent. Even when it offended you, you realize, man, Williams made my brother, but why you always got to be so hard on me? It's love.
Praise
Because at the end, men need a pattern.
That's right.
They love to follow and not to lead. The prophet Noble Drew Ali is the perfect pattern.
That's right.
Jesus was the perfect pattern.
That's right.
You have a lot of prophets that was the perfect pattern because guess what they was doing? The will of Allah.
Teaching.
Praise God.
Their will was never strong enough because they did exactly what they were supposed to do and didn't even deter even when it came to death. Jesus conquered death and made it known that, hey man, the possibilities of man, you can do it, I can do
That's
it,
right.
but you gotta believe it.
That's right. Praise
The
God.
only way you can believe it, you gotta study. You gotta read. You gotta have faith. Because the faith, you don't see it, but you just gotta, it's a possibility that it can happen.
That's right.
And then you get a little closer, then you begin to believe it.
Praise God.
And the more you believe it, the more you begin to understand it, you feel it, and then you become fruition.
That's right.
Teaching
You become that which you know to be right.
That's right.
That's why the prophet is teaching all of us. He's straightening out our characters. We are character building in here. We working on our character, and to work on the character, you gotta work on self. You gotta love until it hurts. You gotta beat it until it's a part of everything. Your conversation, the way you think, the way you talk, the way you walk. Some brothers got some nice coats and got a stride on them. You get what I'm saying? Because they walking upright. They know what they used to do, but look what they doing now. They ain't gotta look over their shoulders and worry about who gonna take it and what they gonna do. Because they asking for forgiveness. They working on letting their good deeds outweigh their what? That's what we all in here for. The moral science tip of America is for the uplifting of fallen humanity. This place is not for the perfect. I apologize if somebody gave you the misconception.
That's right.
The prophet said this is for the uplifting of falling humanity. You gotta have something that's called race pride. You gotta think that your conditions can be better. Man, I'm tired of being in these positions. I'm tired of going through this. Gotta find some kind of salvation, some kind of belief. You gotta have some kind of trust. You gotta have some kind of yearning to want to do better. It starts with self.
That's right.
That's why they said when resolution pull up, it's hard to see that beacon light when everything is all cloudy. You going through a lot, you suffering, you losing this and lost that. Hey man, we are in a physical world, and we are physical beings, but we spiritual men going through a physical life.
That's right.
So we gotta think wisely. There's no wise man is always doubting. That's why we ask for forgiveness.
That's right, man.
We have courage enough for the truth to say, hey, look, brother, I was wrong. I just thought I was right. I perceived that this what it was, and come to find out, it was just an illusion. And when they pass away, that's why we don't be weeping at no funerals. We look up and understand the lifestyle. We understand what it is. We miss our mamas and our daddies and our grannies and all the people that we truly love, but guess what we don't miss? We got to realize we don't miss the things that we used to do, because now life is taking us on a journey.
That's right.
Life is taking on a life journey. Now you begin to realize these things that they was doing, you got the chance to do it now.
That's right.
You can be the grandmama that loved everybody, what? Unconditionally.
Right.
Who we just love Big Mama. Now start imitating.
That's right.
Remember the good things she done and why she did it.
That's right.
Bring the families together, because you pray together, you live together, you love together, you grow together.
Right.
It takes a village to raise a child.
That's right.
It takes a temple to raise a man.
That's
It
right.
took the prophet to raise the good thinking people that think their condition could be better.
Yes.
That's why he brought the moral science of America, because we needed to be saved. That's all we need. And as long as we keep loving each other, that's the key. Simplicity.
That's right, Mom.
Guess what? I got my shortcomings, but keep loving me and forgiving me and keep teaching me. Because even in the heart of man, here go the truth. Even when he's doing right, he tends to fall short. He tends to get off the path. But guess what keeps putting him back on the right path? That's the truth. That one God, because he speaks to man, and he speaks to man through man, through woman. That's why we gotta love, even when it hurts.
That's right.
You see somebody, hey man, just the system, encouraging words is a lot.
That's right.
It extends farther than money, but if you got the money to give to them, then give it to them. Because you may be stopping that person from doing a crime.
Right.
That's our job.
That's right, Mom.
When you see somebody out there going, hey man, give them a little bit of love. Hey, take care of yourself. You got young men and women that don't even get encouragement.
That's true.
Because their parents and their family is going through so much.
That's right.
That's
true.
our job.
That's right.
Man, money don't make the man, the tie, the shirt, the feds don't make the man. It's your character.
That's
It's the
right.
way you think. So yeah, you can be out there muddy and dirty and doing some work and say, hey brother, take care of yourself,
That's
be
right.
careful.
Praise God.
Whoa, who was that?
That's right. Praise
It ain't
God.
the exposure, it's the truth that's within a man.
That's right.
Because when he come and help you and do the dirty work that needs to be done, it's a blessing.
Praise God.
Oh, brother, you ain't got to get dirty. I'll go do it. That's the truth. So I give honors to the prophet Noble Draw. I give honors to everybody that came out. I pray that everybody continue to pray for us as a temple.
That's right, Mo.
Us as a temple, because we are one beautiful family, man.
right.
Yes, we have our disagreements, but guess what? We still gonna keep going.
Praise God.
That's what it's all about. We're gonna keep on going, and guess what we're gonna keep on going? We're gonna keep on going to truth.
That's right.
We're gonna keep on going to love, because that's the source. That's why Jesus was love
That's right.
made.
Manifest.
For some that don't understand it, man, he had to come in the physical to show man. He died on the cross and said, hey, I'm coming back.
Praise God.
I'm going to resurrect from the dead to show y'all the possibilities of men. Because men got what's called fear. And when you fear something, that's a weakness in you. You fear losing your job, you fear losing your money, you fear losing your house. That's a weakness.
That's right.
That's why we got to get away from the materialistic things and start thinking like spiritual men. That's why they say raise your thinking level up. But you got to study first and apply the wisdom to do what? To understand how to raise it up.
Praise
When you
God.
understand that money don't make the man.
Praise God.
It's your character. It's your family. It's your foundation.
Praise God.
That's why the prophet gave us a pretty, beautiful red flag and showed us who we are. That's our descendant flag. That is over how many years
10,000
old?
years old. Praise
Half
God.
of y'all older than that up in there. Don't even know no better.
Mm.
Don't even know no better. That's been our flag.
Praise God.
Because the spirit man has no beginning and no end.
That's right.
If you travel with the mind, you begin to understand, and the teachers teach us how to do it. The teachers even tell you who remembered himself a boy, who remembered himself being one of these little children, being with your mama and daddy, realizing that that's all you had. To show you what? How to be a good mother and a good father.
Praise God. Praise God.
That's what love is all about. That's why I give honors to the men and women in here, because you teach my children how to be better. If I was to pass away, praise Allah. Keep doing good, so when you see them in the public, they gonna know what it is.
That's right.
Whether they keep coming or they stop.
That's right.
We got to teach them the maximum truth,
That's right, Mo.
so that their life can be better than what ours was.
Praise Allah.
The prophet said he had to go around his elbow just to get to that little bitty old thumb again, to establish the more science temple of America. This is what goes on when you want something that's divine, that's real, that's everlasting.
Praise God.
So I'm going to get this last reading, I'm out of here. It says, dear readers, do not falsely use these lessons. They are for good, peace, and happiness for all those that love Jesus. That's why the brother said this can do harm. It can. That's why the brother said it. What can do good can do better. Be careful.
Praise
The
God.
prophet said when you leave your means, be careful how you act. Because that gospel gets you so excited and so, ooh, I'm perfect. And you begin to see everybody flaws. And you want to point them out and beat them down. No, let's raise them up.
Praise
With
God.
love. Let's finesse them. Let's put on the silk gloves and treat them nice. Who, baby, you left this hanging. Move this over here. Let's do. Don't just keep putting something. Yeah, I'm going to help you out. When you help people, they are a little easier to.
That's right.
We got to lead by example.
That's right.
Not by talking and pointing.
That's right.
Like a wood can do it.
That's right.
I give honors to everybody. I give honors to the sister Cushine Bay. That must mean that the brother doing something.
Praise God.
She ain't out here by accident. She out here by love. It's just the truth. Hey, man, we got to start leading the way, man.
Praise God.
They watch us. They looking at us. Oh, he acting better now. Okay, let me slide on up in there. The brother been teaching us. The brother been showing me personally a lot of stuff. Hey, man, the good that's in him
That's right.
has been coming all the way out now.
Praise
Keep
God.
coming.
He been raising himself up and showing me like, wow, the possibilities of man.
Praise God.
See, when you can believe in your brother,
That's right.
you can believe in yourself.
That's right.
It says, look for the, what, do anybody know about that verse? Well, I'm the only one that know about it. It said, look for the what?
Best.
Best. In who?
Others.
And give them the best that's what?
You. That's right.
Man, let's do our best. Peace.
Praise Allah. Very good.
Good.
Very good. Very good.
That's love. give honors to our assistant grand governor of the state of Missouri.
Yes, sir.
I trust everybody enjoyed the more giving us
Absolutely.
the message. Everything stayed high today. It's probably the only day for our moms all over the world. We give honors to all the speakers that spoke today and bringing home the truth.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully they inspired everybody that was in attendance. For our guests, Brother Rice here, bringing these guests with him.
Yes, sir.
For all the Moors that come out all the time to hear the life-giving teachings of Prophet Noah. Also like to give honor to my wife, who made it a little late, but she was here.
Praise God.
She here.
She here, but she late. Yeah, she late.
Yes, she is.
Yes, no. They being here pointing something out, I don't know what it is. They fell asleep.
Rip Neal sleep on the job.
It's a working mode. He
Yeah,
a
he
working
would.
mode. He a working mode.
We're gonna call out our assistant grand governor for this read up the proclamation. Maltese, please rise. Somebody, supposed to wake up and do the kneel.
He woke.
Islam, Moors.
Islam.
I give honors to the Moor because he comes out and he working late at night. I give honors to him. He wants to do the job, hey, and it's a job, man, because I've been there before. And I'm willing to go again because I'm going to keep coming to the temple. We should all keep coming to the temple, even if we got to crawl. That's just what the prophet told me. That's what I read. You know, hey. So praise God. At this time, we'll read the
Praise God.
the proclamation. Islam, Moors.
Islam.
Prophet warns all Muslims, governors, order to read proclamation at each meeting. I hereby inform all members that they must end all radical agitating speeches while at work, in their homes, on the streets. We offer peace and not destruction. Stop flashing your cards and your opinions and cause confusion. Remember, your card is for your salvation. Failure to obey these orders will be a severe consequence. We offer love, truth, peace, and freedom, and when these principles are violated, justice then must take its course. Any member or group of members who hold malicious feelings toward the temple or the prophet or violate the divine covenant of the Moorish movement will receive their reward from Allah for their unjust deeds. All true Moors will and must obey the law as laid down to them by their prophet. If they lose confidence in their prophet, they should turn in their cord, button, cease wearing their turban or fez, and return to the state where I, the prophet, found you. This is a holy and divine movement founded by the prophet, Noble Drew Ali. And if the prophet is not right, the temple is not right. The prophet therefore is sending out the divine plea to all Moorish Americans that they do their part in protecting their prophet and the temple. This is an everlasting movement founded by the prophet through the will of Allah to redeem his people from their sins. I order Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Peace.
Peace. Praise Allah. Praise Allah.
Yes, sir.
All right. Our meeting will now be lowered to the business section. I know all the boys had a good time for our spiritual part of our meeting, so I know y'all ready to take care of the business of your own. Let's take care of the business and we can go in peace. The floor will now be open for public announcements that need not be recorded. And our treasurer, Sister Ann Thompson-Baker, will send the baskets around for public collection, sick fund, building fund, and celebration fund. Also like to, for the Moors, to keep the Moors that will be traveling to Chicago, for the young people.